Today we're going to talk about the benefits of lockdown. Benefits? It's a lockdown. What kind of benefits could there be? I have a few tips for you that can help you actually use this lockdown to your advantage. And if that sounds good to you, hit that like button. Let's go. Now, if you're in lockdown, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss another video. Number one is your mindset. And what you want to keep in mind during this period is that it is not going to last forever. And I know at times it feels like it might actually last forever, especially if you're stuck at home, maybe with kids, or maybe with people you don't really like that much, depending on your situation. But like anything else in life, it's not going to last. And I always tell people this: if you enjoy what's happening in your life at this moment, really, really savor that, because it's not going to last. Conversely, if you're not happy with where you are in your life or what's happening in your life at this moment, don't worry, because it's not going to last. That's really one of the most important things you can keep in the back of your mind, is that this is going to pass. And that concept alone is really going to help you get past a lot of the difficult times that come with a lockdown. The second thing in terms of mindset is, let's say if you're an employee and you were going to the office every day, do you remember back when you would say things like, I wish I had more time, or I don't see my kids that much, or I wish I had more time to spend with so-and-so? Do you remember ever saying these things? One of my clients is in hospitality, and I specifically remember him telling me that he gets out of work at 7, by the time he gets home, it's 8 o'clock. He sees his kids for about 30 minutes before they go to sleep, and then he leaves in the morning before they wake up. That must be very, very difficult for him. And I'm wondering, now that we're in lockdown, especially in hospitality, I mean, if you're not heavy on the delivery aspect, there is no business right now in hospitality. So I'm wondering if he sees it in that way, where he can now take advantage of this downtime and spend it with his kids, where before he was thinking about how little time he could see them. Is he actually enjoying that time with his kids? So if you have kids, or if you have somebody that you used to think that about, anytime you feel that frustration or anxiety about the lockdown or this current situation, just remember and keep a really fresh perspective on when you used to say, I wish I had more time. I wish I was able to spend time with this person. And that little thought will help you get past whatever negative thought is hurting you at that moment. Number 2, you can be using this lockdown time in one of 2 ways. You can either be consuming information, watching Netflix and YouTube and, taking in all types of media, or you can be producing, actually getting something off the ground, starting a business, building something, learning something new. This lockdown does not have to be downtime where nothing actually progresses. If something progresses, that's completely in your hands. So number 2 is actually start a business. What type of business have you been wanting to start that you've just been putting off because you didn't have time before? Literally take out a notepad and a pen and start writing it down, or check your journal if you're a journaling type of person. What have you been wanting to do? Now, if you need some guidance in terms of businesses to start, check out this video right here. I'll link it in the description below as well. The third thing that you want to do during this time is, if you want to take advantage of it and use it to your benefit, is use the time that you have to learn a new skill. And this can be business related, or it can be personal. It can be something that you just wanted to learn and you just didn't have the time to do it. If it's business related and you want to learn a new skill that's going to be able to generate you income, then just some quick ideas of things that are trending now, considering what's going on in the world, is number one, you want to stay in the online space. And that could be anything from digital marketing to building websites, learning how to do SEO, email funnels, coding, e-commerce, hosting webinars. Anything in the online space is really, really picking up now, and it's going to continue on that trajectory for a long time. If you want to learn a skill that could eventually turn into money, and probably sooner rather than later, then stay somewhere in the online space. You can also go the route of learning how to be a virtual assistant or do project management. All of these positions are virtual, and the virtual aspect of these positions will continue to grow as well. And the third thing is, I'm sure you guessed I was going to say this if you've been following my channel, probably want to learn sales. Now, as much as things are getting automated online and there's email funnels and there's all types of things that will convert customers online, there's always going to be this element of human touch that's required in any business, and that's where businesses need top quality salespeople and sales trainers. So for more information on should you learn sales, is that really something for you, does it apply to what you do or your everyday life, check out this video right here. The other aspect of building your skills is, what skills do you already have in the marketplace? Or let's say, what job do you have or did you have? And you can improve on those skills, because once businesses are up and running again, then they're going to be looking for the best of the best. Businesses are going to be running in a much more lean fashion. So the skills that you had before might not be as advanced as what an employer would be looking for. Or the other way to look at this is, the workforce is going to be more competitive moving forward. So for you to get an edge up on your competition, somebody else trying to take your job, improve the skills that you already have and become the best in one very specific area. It also can be a non-revenue related skill. Maybe you've wanted to learn how to play the guitar or learn how to do backflips on a trampoline like a pro wearing the color purple. I don't know, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do, or whatever it is that you've seen and you've said, oh, I really want to do that, that would be awesome, I'm going to learn that one day. Whatever that thing is that came before one day, this is a good time. You have more than one day. There are benefits to the lockdown. Keep it in mind. Think about how you used to feel when you didn't have time. And that perspective is usually enough to help you change the mindset that you're in at that moment. If you haven't subscribed, do that now. Click the little bell icon so you don't miss another video, and share this with somebody that maybe is looking at this downtime as not so awesome.